Hey, y'all, want to get on and encourage y'all real quick. So people tell me like how they can't forgive and all these different type of things, and you battling with a whole bunch of stuff right now. I'm gonna tell you this: if you don't take nothing from what I'm about to say, I need you to listen to me, sis, as if I'm sitting right here in front of you. You cannot go back and get them years. I spent almost I ain't even finna say that. I was fighting for my marriage most of my marriage. I was fighting for my marriage. I was always on the phone with some woman trying to figure out what's going on. I'm bugging him, but what did you got going on? Because I knew he was doing something wrong. I got all these. I thought there was a bug on me, my leg. I'm sitting up here. I didn't have no strength. I looked in the mirror. I hated what I saw. All these different types of things. I was comparing myself to the women he was cheating on me with. I was chasing after him, begging him. I'm telling you, Fly, go ahead on now. I was begging him to stay with me all these years because I didn't know who I was. When I look back on pictures of myself back when I was in that marriage, I was like, ain't no way you let that man play in your face like that. But you will end up getting in a situation with a man, he'll break you down so bad, you don't even know who you is. Like Kendrick Lamar said, sometimes you got to pop out and show niggas. Excuse my language. Sometimes you got to pop out and show niggas you got to show yourself. You got to show people, I'm not here to play with you. I'm not here to play with you. You're not finna play in my face. You're not finna treat me any kind of way. I spent so many years of embarrassment calling the other woman, the other women's. Embarrassing myself. Stressed out. Don't want to go outside. Don't want to do nothing. Stressed out over another human being. That don't even make sense. Then after it was done with, I'm sitting up here. He left me for another woman. And he came back and said, well, when I brought you the divorce papers, why did you sign them if you loved me? Because I'm ready for you to go ahead on. Because if you ever, you put some divorce papers in front of me, baby, I'm not finna fight for you. I'm going to go ahead and sign them. If you want to go, you can go ahead and go. I'm going to let you go ahead and go. So when he put them before me, I signed them mugs. I cried, but I went and I signed them papers. Because if it comes to the point where you got to serve me with divorce papers, baby, I'm going to go ahead and let you go ahead and do whatever you need to do. And I did that. I remember him coming back to me because it took like 90 days for the divorce papers to go through. And he was like, well, I don't want him to, I want to stop it. No, it was living with another woman and going to come to me talking about he want to stop the divorce papers. Leave them papers alone. Leave them alone. Because what you're not finna do is put me in another triangle where I got to be stressed out and going through this. Leave them alone. That's what you're going to do. And I thought about all those years I spent just dealing with him, being angry with him, mad at him. Every time guys would try to take me out, every time I'm talking about him on the date, what he did to me. I'm mad at him every time he come and pick up the kids. I'm telling him about what he did to me. He playing in my mind, making me think, oh, I want my family back. I made a bad decision. I was falling for that. I get on these videos and I tell y'all the truth. I was not the type of woman that was like, oh, you cheat on me, I'm out. I didn't do that. Because in my mind, I said I made a covenant with God, before God, for this man, for better or worse, for sickness and health. I'm going to stay here and I'm going to ride it out. But not only did he cheat, but he made a decision that he didn't want to believe in this marriage no more. So I had to let him go, biblically. He was an unbelieving spouse. He said, I don't want to be here no more. I had to let him go. I was forced to divorce him. Even though he divorced me, I had to let him go. If I wanted it, I could have fought for it. I was tired of fighting. I was married 8 years. I fought 7 of the years. Baby, go ahead on. Just go ahead on. I'm tired. I got to the point I was tired. I ain't want to fight no more. I was tired of being the only one fighting. I was tired. Go ahead on. If you feel like she can be better, go ahead. And what Kanye West say? Gotcha. Because you thought you had got a prize, ma'am. Gotcha. Because ain't no way you thought that y'all was going to build a life off of my tears, and I was at that house fighting for my marriage, and you thought you were going to build a happy home on my tears. It's no way. It don't make sense, right? But they thought it. But I never wished bad for him. I remember talking to him one day on the phone. I said, I hope y'all never go through what y'all put me through. It take a different type of person to wish something on somebody like that did you wrong. I said, I hope y'all never go through what y'all put me through. That's how dedicated I was to forgiving. I don't even want you to, because you don't understand the depths of what you put me through. I hope you never go through it. I made a decision, baby. I'm gonna forgive you regardless. I don't care what it take. I made it in my heart, made it up in my mind, and in my heart, and my soul. I'm going to forgive this man. I don't care how long it takes. Because, baby, I shall live and not die. I'm not finna go out because I was bitter. I'm not finna go out because I was resentful. Baby, you ain't even worth it. Them women ain't even worth it. I forgive them. They would have never been with him if he would have never allowed it. So I know he was telling them everything they needed to hear to keep the cycle going. Okay, bye. You want him? Go ahead. You can have him. I'm out. Y'all got it. I'm going to go get myself together so God can bless me with somebody else. I'm going to heal myself first. I'm going to let God go in my heart and do some things in my heart first. Because I wasn't right coming out of when I first came out of my marriage, I was not right. But I'm telling you, it was like men was coming from everywhere. Like, I was like, and I'm telling you, I tell this story before. I watched this lady that I knew. I seen her get a divorce, and she was jumping from man to man, marriage to marriage. I said, you know what? I made a conscious decision. I said, I know it feel bad. Right now, I really want to be with somebody. I'm lonely. You know, I've been rejected from my husband. I'm going through these different type of emotions. But I'm going to chill because I don't want to be in that situation. I don't want to be in that situation where I'm going from man to man. So I'm going to chill. Did I have a lot of lonely nights? Years of them. Years of them. But I used to tell myself, baby, I'm sleeping in this bed right now by myself. Ain't nobody cheating on me. My bills is paid. I'm not stressed out. I'm okay. When the time is right, the time going to be right. And it is going to be what it's going to be. But I made it up in my heart, baby, I'm going to forgive you. I don't care what it takes. I don't care how long it takes. I'm going to forgive you because you are not worth it. Some of y'all ain't got no choice but to forgive. Your life depends on it. People get cancer, all type of stuff from unforgiveness, resentment, and bitterness. You don't got no choice but to forgive him. He ain't worth it. You going to let him ruin you? You going to go ahead, fly. You going to let him treat you a certain type of way. Then the relationship over with and you still going to let him have that much power over you. Baby, you better than that. You better than that. You got to forgive him. It's for you. Unforgiveness is like drinking poison, waiting on the other person to die. It don't make logical sense, right? You got to forgive. Go ahead on, fly. I'm telling you now. So I want to encourage y'all that dropped in my spirit. I hope that helps somebody. You don't have a choice but to forgive. You don't have a choice. Holding on is not an option. Living in the past is not an option. Baby, it's gone. It's over with. You got to move on. And you're going to move on. This is me talking to you, sis. You going to move on. You going to move on. You ain't got no choice. You going to forgive him. You are. You going to forgive him. Today. You going to work on it today. Love y'all. And y'all can go to my website, force2divorce.com. You can pre-order my book. It's about to come out, baby. It's about to be crazy. You hear me?